Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor, all the love unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikakodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, want to acknowledge the Akyam, who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, through the Spirit, again, I'm going to stay in Hosea. I'm going to go in on Hosea chapter 8, okay? So I think I did 7 the other day. I'm doing 8. It's a short chapter. Without further ado, verse 1 says, Set the trumpet to thy mouth, he shall come as an eagle against the house of Yahweh, because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. So, what does this make me think of? 1 Peter, or is it 2 Peter, or 1 Peter 4:17? It says, For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? So judgment comes against those who knows they're Israelites first, all right? And what I'm reading here in Hosea 8 and verse 1, showing you that Yahweh, because it's not enough to be an Israelite, all right? It's not enough just because you know you're an Israelite and you know you think that you're righteous and you think that you can't be touched because you're an Israelite or you're the tribe of Judah and you're above everybody. That's not how it works. You got to remember, 2/3 of the nation is wicked, and 2/3 of the nation has got to get judged. All right, 2/3 of our own people got to get judged. Okay, I'm gonna bring it out since I keep speaking on it. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, It is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power. So you see that? 2/3 of our people are going to be cut off and die. Only the 1/3, which is the elect, the elect are the ones who hearken unto the prophets. The elect starts out with the prophets, but the 1/3 is the ones who hearken unto the prophets, who listen to the prophet, who believe the prophet's report. And this is here that the 1/3 is going to be the ones who call on the name. That's why you have so many of our people calling on pagan names, pagan gods. And the chief violator being Jesus Christ. That's a pagan name, pagan God. It's not even a Hebrew name. So if you're hearing this lesson, stop calling on Jesus Christ. That's a pagan name. Our Lord was a Hebrew. He had a Hebrew name. Common sense, okay? But common sense is not so common as they say. All right, let me see. 8. Hosea 8 and 2. Israel shall cry unto me, my power. We know thee. Israel hath cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. Right. And what's good? The truth, the knowledge. What do you people cast off? You cast off the truth. You don't like to hear the truth. You don't like to hear the Lord's prophets. You don't like to hear the message of the prophets. We tell you the truth, and then we become your enemy. It tells you that in, Galatians? Let me get that. Galatians chapter 4. I'm trying to remember where it's at. 16. Galatians 4:16. Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? So I tell you the truth that Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai are the names, and then we become the enemy, right? Because our people, Northern, Southern Kingdom, they get all riled up. They get pissed off because they want to cleave to the pagan name, Jesus Christ. We become their enemy when we tell them the truth, right? They get mad at us. Like I'm gonna roll with Jesus. That's what they say. I'm gonna roll with Jesus. Jesus is like you. Sometimes I've had Israelites tell me, you teach them the name, you tell them that they got to get away from that name Jesus, and they right away think you're a demon. Right away, oh man, I don't want to hear no more of this. I don't want to hear no more of what you're telling me. And that's what they do. And what is it? They're fulfilling prophecy, because Isaiah 8:3. Let me read it again. Israel has cast off the thing that is good. The enemy shall pursue him. So because you cast off the good thing that we're teaching you, guess what? Yahweh's going to let you be delivered into the enemy. Yahweh's going to let the enemy pursue you, which is this time our chief enemy is the so-called white man. He's going to give you his jump shot. He's going to give you his micro C hip. You are not going to listen to the prophets. You're going to listen to whatever makes your life better here in Babylon, right? Whatever makes your life easier in Babylon. That's going to be where you put your trust in. Verse 4. They have set up kings, but not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not. Of their silver and their gold have they made them idols, that they may be cut off. Right. So if you're into idolatry, which again, if you're calling on the name Jesus Christ, and I use that name because that's a chief stumbling block on our people. All right. More Israelites are praising and worshiping that name, that false pagan name, than any other false pagan name on the face of the earth. Okay? A lot of them are calling on Allah, which that just means power, right? That's just like God and Allah. Those are titles and words. They're not names. Okay? God means power. Allah means power. So they're just titles. It's not a name. Thy calf, verse 5. Thy calf, O Samaria, hath cast thee off. Mine anger is kindled against them. How long will it be ere they attain to innocency? All right, and you think you do no wrong. You think, oh, I'm going to just keep calling on Jesus Christ. I'm going to just keep going to the modern pagan Christian church. I'm going to, people I've heard Israelites say, oh, well, I was raised Catholic, so I'm going to stay Catholic. And guess what? You're going to die in that doctrine. You're cleaving to doctrines of devils, doctrines of men. You're not cleaving to the doctrine of truth. Okay? And the Lord has set up his men in this time who are, declaring the truth. But again, everything's spiritual, If you have the spirit to receive what we're saying, what the Lord's prophets are saying, it's spiritual. Because guess what? Yahweh creates everybody with their spirit, and he gives them the spirit either of denial and rejection, or the spirit to receive and be blessed, reward, right? Be rewarded. You got to understand, he's the father of all spirits, right? Let me get that in Hebrews real quick. Because Yahweh is the father of all spirits, whether you're a wicked spirit or whether you're a good spirit, a righteous spirit, whether you receive the truth or whether you reject the truth or deny it. Guess who created you that way? If you deny it, because we know the truth, we're the prophets. If you deny the truth, then guess what? We know what it is. We say, okay, Yahweh created this spirit to reject it, and we move on. All right? Hebrews 12:9. Furthermore, we have fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live? You see that? So the elect can look at this truth, and it's plain to the elect. The elect gets it right away, man. That's the beauty of it. Honestly, I'll share a little quick story. I don't really usually deal with women when it comes to this truth, right? But I came across a young woman, and I did, teach a little bit. Prophet the Lord to put the Spirit on me to prophesy a little while, and I was actually surprised of how she received it. And honestly, she could be of the elect. I don't know. In the Lord's will, I'm of the elect, but I'm just telling you, the Lord give you the examples of the elect, and the spirits of the elect, they receive this knowledge very easily. It's submissive. Remember, the elect are meek. Let me get this for you. Psalm. The word meek means submissive. This is how it's easy for us to discern the spirits, because all you got to do is, like I always tell you, test the spirit by the spirit. You test the spirit, and guess what? The spirit's gonna if it's of the elect, it's gonna be meek, meaning submissive to the truth. And there was things that were said in that I don't know what to call it, in that meeting, where I was shocked at some of the things that this person in particular received. So Yahweh will show you, hey, examples of meek spirits who are of the elect, right? Because our people are lost, right? This particular person was lost, right? And talking, we had a discussion, and she told me how she had mentioned about witchcraft and astrology and all that stuff, and I told her, yeah, that stuff's real. And I said, and I had made the statement, but we can only, like, we're not to be respecter of other gods, or we're not to put our trust or our reverence into anything besides Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So the next time that I dealt with her, guess what? She made a statement. She said, "Oh, well, ever since you told me that, like, I know it's only one God. I can't worship or think about any other gods, because there's only one true God." She made that statement that I had taught her, and when she said that, I just took note in my mind. I'm like, okay, that's powerful. She because she didn't say that the moment I spoke it to her, but then she said it the next time I saw her, and when I saw her the next time, I was like, okay, dang, she like, that stuck with her. So I did tell her. I said, you know what, you could be of the elect. She even believe it or not, because we're in Babylon, she didn't reject the part about the men having multiple women, and the women not being able to have multiple men, right? Because that's whoredom, right, for a woman. So, hey, the Lord's putting a spirit on these women right now, man. The Lord's putting a spirit on these women, and the women, especially if they're of the elect, these women are going to get in line, man. But anyway, I'm going to, I don't know, that was a spirit for me to speak on that, because I wasn't planning on speaking on that. But Psalms 8, and again, the elect they're meek. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to grab. Salaki, I didn't even read it. Psalm 37 and verse 10. I'm sorry, 11. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. Okay, let me look up that word meek. I'm going to just read it. Oh, you know what? Through the Spirit, I accidentally clicked on meek definition in the Greek. It says meek in English comes from the Old Norse majorkr, MJUKR, meaning gentle. Though perhaps a fuller understanding comes from the Greek origin pros, which is translated as strength under control. All right. Oh yeah, let me read this. It compares it to a horse. Strength under control. This is meek in the Greek. It says, in ancient Greece, war horses were trained to be meek, strong and powerful, yet under control and willing to submit. Woo! That's beautiful, man. Because that's telling you, like, you got to understand, a lot of these women right now, they have power. Their power is at an all-time high in this wicked kingdom. So if you're strong as a woman and powerful, and but yet you're under control and we're still willing to submit, that's meek, right? So anyway, let me get back to the Hosea. That's powerful, though. Meaning strength. You have the strength and power, but you're still under control. You don't abuse your power. You're still willing to submit, like it says, the example of the war horses. All right, now that was the spirit, because I didn't mean to hit the Greek breakdown. But here, let's go meek. This is in the dictionary, the Oxford Dictionary. It says, patient, long-suffering, forbearing, resigned, gentle, quiet, shy, submissive, humble. You see? This is who's gonna inherit the earth, man. And the earth is made for our sakes. It tells you in Esdras, in the Apocrypha. So, and also the kingdom, because remember, heaven is going to be on earth. So, this is who gets the kingdom, is the meek. This is who the elect are going to have a meek, submissive, even though they have power, they have a submissive spirit, right? That's beautiful. Even though you have power, you have a submissive spirit. And remember who created you that way, the Father of spirits. All right, let's go back to Hosea 8 and 5. It says, thy calf, O Samaria, hath cast thee off. Mine anger is kindled against them. How long will it be ere they attain to innocency? So the modern day calf would be that pagan idol, because that's what that calf was idolatry during the time of Hosea, during the Assyrian captivity. Now we're in the American Babylonian captivity, and the majority of these people are calling on that demon, Jesus Christ. So this is the modern calf, which says, how long are you going to err on that? How long and still maintain that you're innocent? Do you think you're innocent because you're calling on that pagan Greek idol, all right, which is Jesus Christ, Greco-Roman idol? We deal in the truth. We deal with the true names, which is Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai. Verse 6. For from Israel was it also, the workman made it. Therefore it is not the Most High, but the calf of Samaria shall be broken in pieces. And the same thing with the Jesus Christ. That's going to be a thing of the past. That's going to be broken in pieces when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai translate the kingdom to Israel, to you so-called Black, Latino, and the Native Americans. When we inherit the kingdom, guess what? Ain't no more people going to be calling on that name, Jesus Christ. All right? Verse 7. For they have sown the wind, and they shall reap the whirlwind. It hath no stock. The bud shall yield no meal. If so be it yielded, the stranger shall swallow it up. Right. So what you've planted with these false idols, it's not gonna come forth. It's not gonna bring life. If you're calling on Jesus, that's a man-made god, an idol set up by men. Which, when you planted that in the minds of your people, guess what? It's not gonna bud. There's no profit in calling on Jesus Christ. Okay? And that's why it says the strangers shall swallow it up. And that's really the strangers, not only of our people, but also the heathen swallow that name up. But you got to understand, we're in the truth now. We call on the true names, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Verse 8, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure. Right? Just like what I said, the Gentiles, they done been calling on idols their whole lives if they're spiritual or so-called religious. Israel too. Israel's been caught up with the heathen and the pagan idolatry for for multiple captivities. Our people have went off, and you're going to get swallowed up. We just talked about the 2/3. The 2/3 is going to get swallowed up, pursued by the enemy, destroyed by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But it's the elect that's going to come through and inherit the word. Inherit the world, inherit the inherit everything, right? The earth, the heavens, the many mansions in the Father's kingdom. Who's gonna receive that? It's gonna be the elect. If you're of the elect, you're not gonna be swallowed up, right? But it starts out with your faith and your belief in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You have to receive those names. You have to be. You gotta understand. Yahweh has put the Spirit on men who have the name. Yahweh Shai gave us the name. You have these other camps, and all these people saying nobody knows the name. And that doesn't make no sense for nobody to know the name when the whole book is based on calling on my name. He says, call on my name. Here, holy is my name. He says Israel shall no more defile my holy name. All right?